What's better, hiring an individual or a professional cleaning company when it comes to cleaning your family home? Let's talk about this. You all know this dilemma. Should I save a little bit of money and go with just a solo cleaner, somebody off the Craigslist or somebody from a neighbor, or should I just go with a top-rated professional house cleaning service? In this video, I want to see if I can help you make that decision, which one would be the right choice for you, to hire an individual cleaner, housekeeper, or a professional house cleaning service, because there's multiple options here. One may be a better choice for you versus another. If you watch this video until the end, you'll understand which choice is the right choice specifically for you and your family. Hi, my name is Elena Ledoux. I'm the founder of Superb Maids, the #1 house cleaning company in the United States. What's going on in the house cleaning market is that it's oversaturated with different types of cleaners. You have, on one hand, you have individuals, sometimes it's just literally one woman or one man, typically it's a woman, and that person does not have license, does not have insurance, typically. It's just them. They have no employees. They've been doing it for typically many, many years. On the other hand, you have professional companies, you have franchises, you have individual companies that have systems, have staff, and everything. So how do you make that decision? Which solution is better for you? Yeah, and of course, we all understand that one of the solutions will be much cheaper, sometimes several times cheaper than the other. Not necessarily, but very frequently. Let's take a look together on all the pros and cons and evaluate what are you getting with each service and versus how much you're paying. The first factor that we can use to compare the two options that you have is scope of work. Typically with a solo cleaner, individual cleaner, it's just one person literally, and it's really hard to physically to clean all day. And it's especially hard to clean just one object all day. So by the end of the workday, by the end of the project, the person becomes so tired and dispirited and exhausted that the quality typically suffers. That's what we see. That's why in my company, Superb Maids, we actually have a system where there's a team of 2 or more cleaners each time, and we do 2 projects per day, just so they don't get too tired, too bored, and then they can maintain consistent quality. So when it comes to an individual cleaner, it's just them, so they come in and they clean. They're not going to clean with quality beyond 4 hours in the same spot. That's very, very normal. That's just human nature. So what's going to happen is they will only clean 3 to 4 hours. They will typically charge you for that amount and just for their time. So they're gonna only produce limited amount of work. They're gonna input 3 to 4 man hours, what we call man hours, into your project, into your cleaning your family home. As opposed to professional house cleaning service, they will typically send 2, 3, or 4 people in a team, and so you will have, for the same amount of time, which is about 3 to 4 hours, you will have multiple people who are fresh, who are excited to go clean in the same place. They're not tired yet, right? So they're gonna clean, and plus psychologically they feel like they're together, so they're not daunted by the prospect of cleaning a big home, for example. On one hand, you have 3 to 4 hours by one person. On the other hand, you have 3 to 4 hours by, let's say, 2 people, right? So you have typically double the amount of work that you're getting. So a lot more details, a lot more things are gonna be cleaned with a lot more care as a result. There's just basic arithmetic here. When it comes to the first factor, if you have a very small project, or let's say a small apartment that has very little dirt or dust or life activity, what I call, it's just you living by yourself, you have no pets, no kids, you're professional, busy professional, you have a home and you live in a studio or 1-bedroom apartment, an individual cleaner might be the better solution for you as opposed to professional company, house cleaning company. If you have a family, if you have a big home, you have like 3,000 square foot home, you have multiple bedrooms, multiple bathrooms, the one individual cleaner, even when they bring their kids to work, it's not going to be sufficient, unfortunately. So your better bet would be to use a professional house cleaning company, of course. The second second factor which we're going to use in evaluating those two options is customer experience overall. So when it comes to individual cleaners, it's just a live human being, it's just a person, there's no system. So they tend to be occasionally unreliable because they're human, right? So they could be sick, their family member could be sick, the car may break down, so there's nothing around them to support them, so they will just not show up. As well as communications, since they're the ones cleaning in the field, they may not respond on time. They may forget to respond to your message, or they may miss your phone call. So there's a level of frustration that's always built in when it comes to dealing with individual cleaner. As well as you may just, one day they can just disappear altogether. That happens quite often. And it's pretty traumatizing for the clients because they, the cleaner becomes part of that family. It becomes part of the world of that family. So for them to just disappear into thin air, which is a pretty common situation, that's not a good feeling for sure. In contrast, when it comes to dealing with a professional cleaning company, of course you have a lot of times the same cleaners coming in. Sometimes it's a team of cleaners coming into your home for years. But if anything goes wrong, they have something going on in their life, or they even just want to go on vacation, have some time off, the company will send you someone else to clean. So your routine, your family life, your world is not going to be collapsing around you. You're not going to be stressed out or pushed off kilter, right? You can just, your world will remain as normal. If the car broke down, someone else will come in, or somebody will help them fix the car. Like, you have a lot more protections, and therefore a lot more consistency when it comes to customer experience, when it comes to customer service. You have a professional administrators responding to emails, responding to messages, and so forth. And of course, you have license and insurance, so if anything goes wrong at all, you have all protection. You have protections, and you're not going to be sued by some overzealous lawyer. Sorry, lawyers. I'm a lawyer myself, don't shoot me. But in general, lawyers tend to be a little aggressive when it comes to, on one hand, an injured worker, individual cleaner, and on the other hand, the homeowner who is considered wealthy, right? So the juicy target. And therefore, when it comes to having that protection, a professional house cleaning company is far more likely to have license and insurance, which you should always ask for. Ask them for general liability insurance, ask them for workers' comp insurance policy. If they don't have it, don't let those workers into your home. When it comes to the second factor, which option is better for you? If, let's say, you are a poor student who desperately needs help at home, right? Or, for example, you're a medical student, you're living somewhere without your mom or dad, and you have to, but you cannot stand how dirty your dorm is or your studio is, and you really need some help. You don't really have any assets to speak of, so you're not really risking any liability. You don't have your own home, you don't have a lot of money, a lot of property that some lawyers can attach, right? So you don't have exposure to liability, and then you are just basically a very young and optimistic person, so you don't care if somebody doesn't respond to your messages, you're not too stressed out because your life is a little chaotic anyways, then perhaps individual cleaner in this situation might be better for you. But as you can imagine, it's a very narrow situation. In general, most people who do book house cleaning services, for example, with our business, or in general, industry-wide, is somebody who's a little older, who has something to lose, right? So for those people, of course, I recommend a professional house cleaning service because it does come with all kinds of protections and insurance on top, as well as just the overall non-frustrating professional experience of being able to hear back from the service that you reach out to. As to the third factor, which is unfortunately is the factor that a lot of people place first before the others, is the price. In most cases, individual house cleaner, individual solo cleaner will charge a lot less money for their service because it's just them. They have no overhead. They don't spend any money on marketing because they have no capacity to serve more clients. They don't have to pay a lot of times any taxes, like payroll taxes, because they have no employees. They don't have insurance typically. Almost every single time there's no insurance. So again, that's savings. So of course their price will be significantly cheaper than when it comes to professional house cleaning service, which has all of these expenses. So if budget is the only criteria that you use to make that decision, then definitely go with individual cleaner, understanding all the risks you're taking on. However, I do highly recommend, if you do have a family, if you value your home as a most precious asset, and your environment and your peace of mind, when something goes missing or gets broken, that the company will take care of. Someone will take responsibility for it, and it's not going to be you, for instance. Then do choose a professional cleaning company, because it's not about how much money you're paying, is what are you getting. So if you're getting less service, if you're getting less protection, if you're getting less customer experience, and then you're paying less, then it's all good, right? But when it comes to entrusting your home, your family's private information, your assets, your peace of mind, your ability to perform at work, knowing that your home is taken care of, then of course I wouldn't go for the cheapest vendor. Especially most clients, when it comes to choosing a house cleaning company, tends to want to keep that house cleaning company forever. Choose once and keep forever. So I have another video on my channel that you should watch. You can watch the video on my channel about that, how to choose a house cleaning company once and for all. If you choose a solo cleaner, individual cleaner, then it's once and for all is just not gonna happen. You are gonna have to make another choice again, and hopefully you learn on your mistakes. And unless you are optimistic, cheerful, poor medical student, then don't do it. Go with a professional house cleaning service. Yeah, I'm very curious to hear your opinion and your experience. Did you have a great experience with solo cleaners or professional cleaning companies? Who are you currently using, and how is it going? Go ahead and comment in the comments below, so we can all learn and grow together, and hopefully make this world a better and safer and cleaner place. Thanks so much for watching the video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.